guys all, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing my thoughts on the upcoming Vamps album Cherry Blossom. So overall, how this is panning out for promoting the album. They are doing so well. Like with Married in Vegas, as I've mentioned before, they are doing a fantastic job with promoting the album and Married in Vegas. So if you would like to see my thoughts on the track list, then keep on watching this video. Quick side note before I start, this may not be my thoughts may or may not be like what the actual songs will sound like when they're released in October. However, when I get that happen, the album's coming on the 16th of October, but then again it'll be a further 7 weeks because I've asked that for my birthday. Without further ado, let's get started. Right, so the first song on the Cherry Blossom album it's like an introduction. So I've got the song list here. This introduction is called Glory Days. Now, this one, because if it's an introduction it'll be relatively short, so I'd like to see them do possibly a, I'm not sure if it's something they would do, but I'd like to see them do a cappella, you know, like inspired by Pitch Perfect, where they do like, because it would make a good change from, you know, like the normal, you know, and you can actually hear like the piano or the guitars or like the drum beats. I'd love to see them do a cappella just for once. So if this is the case, I am excited to hear possibly a Pitch Perfect inspired introduction. The track on this one is, and I'm sure you'll have all seen my videos before, which is the lead single Married in Vegas. So I'm sure you'll have all heard Married in Vegas before, and I have made various reaction videos to this. So if you would like to see what my thoughts and my opinions on Married in Vegas, then feel free to watch the 3 videos that I have done so far. I will link all of those below in the description box. And in my opinion, Married in Vegas has been it's been inspired by, it's like they brought the sound of the Wake Up album back, because the drumming sounds a lot like Wake Up, and Wake Up, it's like a Wake Up possibly Sheeta. If they do this on tour, I'd love, if they do this on next year's tour, I would love to see them do Married in, like a mashup of Married in Vegas, then go into Sheeta. That would be so cool. Next up we have Glory Days Standard. Hello wind. Going by the name Glory Days, it sounds like I'd love to see this be like a happy upbeat song, like a sunny, happy teen pop. Like, I'd like to see some teen pop vibes. So I'm hoping that they go for this one, they go back to the bit like the, you know, the sound they did for album 1, which has really gotten their fan base. I don't know why they decided to veer away from that particular sound, because that's what's getting them either in the charts. It would either get them at the top or near the top, because the first album went to number 2. So I would love to see them go back to that sound, and hoping that they will go back up the chart. So I'm hoping that this song has got, I'd like to see them do kind of possibly Wild Heart vibes, or Rest Your Love, or even I'd love to see them do a Wild Heart, Rest Your Love, or possibly Shades. I'd love to see them do like a dancey upbeat one, and possibly if they do it on tour, if they start with this, that'll really get the crowd going. So I am hoping that they do start off with something upbeat to get the party started. Right, number 4 we have Better. Now, in terms of Better, I could possibly see I'd love to see maybe a Risk It All vibe. So I'd like to see them do either Risk It All or a Written Off vibe. Oh my god, I recently did a tier ranking of every Vamps song a while ago, and honestly, Written Off, I used to love Written Off when I was going through my GCSE. So because it sounds like, I know Connor sings a lot of it, he's really put a Scottish spin on Written Off, and in the chorus it actually sounds like it's actually playing bagpipes, and I heard it, I was like, hey, this sounds Scottish. And I'd love to see them put a Scottish spin on this song. I'd love to see them either do Better, but whenever I think of Better, I think of Shawn Mendes Treat You Better. So I think they could maybe do a Shawn Mendes inspired riff on Better, bearing in mind they have worked with Shawn Mendes before. They worked with them on Cecilia. So Brad, I would love to see you do a Shawn Mendes inspired riff on this song. Number 5, we have Chemicals. Now, whenever I think of Chemicals, I think this will possibly be I'm told whether this will be like a happy song or something quite angry, like something happy like Windmills, or possibly something angry like Burn. I think it'll go more along the lines of possibly Burn, because in the song he's saying that he says, I need fire so I can burn. And then I know this is quite hard to interpret, but then hang on, I'll see if I can get a meaning for Burn. Every time I think of Burn, makes me think, every time I hear, you know, like the chords in Burn, it makes me think of Pompeii, the song Pompeii by a band called Bastille. I'll also, if you want to listen to that song, I will also link it below. And I tell you, if you click on that, you'll not regret it. Honestly, you will definitely find that Burn definitely sounds like Pompeii. Right, where's the meaning for Burn? Right, so in this song, the boys Brad lists the reason why they wanted to be in a relationship, even if it ends in heartbreak. At first when I thought of this song, it was gonna be a bit like the Ellie Goulding Burn. And then it was like, so basically what it is, Brad feels the need to leave where he is and then you skate to a big city where he can make his big dreams a reality. And then he's intrigued by the busy streets, possibly inspired by New York or most cities in America. So I would love to see them do, if this is the case, we could be seeing Burn 2. I'd love to see them do a Burn Part 2. It's like, basically it's just about arguments and disagreements and conflicts. So if Burn is an angry song, I'm pretty sure this will be too. Right, so this next one is called Would You. Now I would love to see if this one is, I'd say this is quite a slow one, so I'd like to see possibly sound like Million Words or Another World. I'd like to see them do something similar to Another World again. Now, Another World, this I mentioned in a previous video. When they played that live, I was completely blown away. I would love to see them do it again. I loved everything, the vocals, the stage setting, the on-screen graphics, the lighting, everything. I could go on about this all day. I would love to see them do something like this with Would You. Now, I'd like to see them do, if they did something similar to Another World, that would make me so happy, because it shows you like the ups and downs of relationship, and it's just a lot of the songs that they've done previously have true meanings in. So if this has a true meaning in, this will really make me want to listen more, because it shows me, because I know that I'm not alone, and they're going, what I'm going through now, they went through the same things that I may have went through when they were my age, when they were like 19 and 20. So I'd love it if this is a slow ballad. Bear in mind if they did something like this on tour, where they do the one with all like the, you know, like the phone lights and the camera lights. I'd love to see them do it like to make it look like a, you know, like a, if I'm like, now last time I went to tour, when I was stood on the floor, it was like, when I looked around, I was going to do a panoramic, and then I looked around, all the lights, it was like, oh my god, this is so gorgeous, and it felt like I was like standing under a starry sky. So if this is a slow song, I would love to see them do something like this with the camera or the phone lights, or do like I'd love to see them do like pinks and purples, or possibly even a rainbow colour, because I'd love to see them do rainbow. Bear in mind, rainbow has been the symbol of this year. So if you would like, to our planners, if you're watching this, please crack the idea of rainbow lights on paper. Number 7 is Bitter. So Bitter, I could possibly see we could be revisiting the Long Hair, like the sound similar to, you know, Long Hair, or they could do a video similar to Long Hair. Again, that's quite an angry song. I'm starting to mention a lot of angry in this album. I hope there's not like loads of angry songs, because this is supposed to be, this album, the album Blossom, particularly with it being how we just went into a new decade, and everything, like, you turn, it's in a new decade. We're now in September, where it's a lot of you is a month where you turn over a new leaf, start afresh. Where, like, I am now, because I've just finished my degree. This September I'll be turning over a new leaf and then looking at starting afresh with my GCSE maths and possibly get myself out there into the job world. Now back to bitter, I'd probably say bitter is another angry one. I'd probably say it's like more like a thrashy. I'd say more like a thrashy rock. I'd like to kind of venture out of the, you know, like the indie rock. I'd love to see them do like 5 Seconds of Summer vibes, like where 5 Seconds of Summer are more like pop punk, not like pop rock. They're more like pop punk, inspired by Green Day or The Clash or Stiff Little Finger. So I would love to see them experiment with a sound like that, and then it's kind of where it shows you that they're venturing out of their comfort zone, because the sound is over the last 6 years they have developed so much with their sound. So boys, if you haven't already, maybe consider doing a pop punk sound. Number 8, we have Part of Me. Now, whenever I think of Part of Me, I would love to see them do. I know it probably won't happen, but whenever I think of Part of Me, I think of the Katy Perry song Part of Me, the This Is the Part of Me, that one, which is this song. I'd love to see them do. I know that probably won't be the case, but that would probably be, that would be cool, because they have done covers of other artists' songs in the past, like they did one of their biggest hits, Oh Cecilia, that was actually released in the 70s, and they decided to cover that. They kept the chorus the same, and then the rest of them, like the pre-chorus, the bridge, and all the rest of it is their own work, where they've kind of put their own teen pop acoustic spin on it. So I would love to see them do, for this one, for Part of Me, I would love to see them maybe revisit the Wake Up or the Meet the Vamps sound. So overall, so far with this track list, we could be seeing a bit of all 4 previous albums, which I would love to see, because it shows you they are experimenting with different sounds. Next we have Protocol. Now, maybe I'd probably struggle to see I don't really know what sound this will probably be, so I would like to say I want to leave this as a bit of a mystery, because this sort of word can be interpreted in many different ways. So if you have any idea of what you think it may turn out to be, then be sure to throw your suggestions down in the comments. I would love to read through some of your suggestions on this song Protocol. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really see what I'm gonna expect from this song, so I want to just make sure, like, keep it as a surprise for when I get it for my birthday, and then I want to find out for myself. Okay, 10 is Nothing But You. Now, again, I would like to see them do a upbeat teen pop, like a teen pop one. So maybe the Wake Up. Now, out of all 4 albums, my favourite has got to be the Wake Up album. Now, I would love to see them do a revisit to the Wake Up album. So if they did something like Held By Me, that's just come straight into my head, where I'd love to see them revisit, you know, like the 80s inspired sounds, where Held By Me, and Halfway There as well, which I listened to a lot this time last year as I was going into my final year on my degree, because when they're saying we're halfway there, so I've got 1 year down, 1 to go, and then it'll all be over really quick. And then to get to this point, I cannot believe how quick the time has already gone, like the past year has gone. So their second album, Brad, if you're listening, your second album managed to get me through both my final year at school and my last year on my degree, and then it's led me to this point, to the end of my degree and graduation, which will come later on. And then the final track, which is number 11, is Treading Water. Now, again, bit like Bitter, I think that, I don't know whether Treading Water will be, I think it'll either be an angry one or possibly a slow one, because whenever I think of treading water, it's like I'd say it's a song about like a struggling relationship, or like kind of struggling as an individual. So the lyrics, the words in the song, I think will possibly be about, you know, like going through a daily struggle. It'll inspire by, I'd love to see them do something inspired by Rockabye, Anne-Marie, Clean Bandit. I'd love to see them do a Clean Bandit or maybe Anne-Marie, or I'd love to see them possibly collab with either artist. So if this is the case, I would love to see an inspiration on Rockabye, because in Rockabye, Anne-Marie sings about the daily struggles that she goes through as she brings up her child, like when she has a baby and then she brings up her child. So if this is a similar song, if Treading Water has got similar vibes, I'd be happy to listen to it, because it'll show me that I'm not alone when I go through my daily struggles, when I've been doing, you know, when I've been doing my studies and like when things don't go as they should. So in a way, I would like to see them do lyrics where they're going through daily struggles when they're like, you know, like writing music or touring or anything it is they're doing. So if this is the case about daily struggles, I'll want to listen to it more, because it'll help me get over my daily struggles, and it'll make me gain much more confidence and come out much more stronger as an individual. So anyway, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and views on the Cherry Blossom album. Please be sure to smash the thumbs up button. If you have any opinions on what you would like, what sound you think will probably come out of this album, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see another video on my thoughts and feelings on Cherry Blossom or any other Vamps material, let me know, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks, guys.